Hey RPG Talk, let's keep going. So, there's Master of Adventure, and above that, there's Master of Worlds, right? So, we create a stage, and then we tell a story that happens. Two people meet, and one of these people happens to be a PC. Now, we have done everything that we can in order to get this PC run by a player who is invested in the story and is interested in the adventure taking place. And we have created an NPC that also is consistent with this world that we've created and has rules and statistics and a character sheet. Now, when I write down a character sheet, that means that I'm putting a number to this creature, right? If I say this guy has 30 strength, to somebody who understands the D&D system, that means that this is basically Hercules, right? It's a demigod. This is impossible. This is too much. It's a way to reflect the world with numbers. And rules are a way that we use to be able to do things like this. Say I tell the player that this NPC is hostile and takes a swing. What happens? The player can certainly decide to just take it and say, okay, I take a hit. And then you just keep going. But there will come a time when there is not a clear result, right? Maybe the player is a trained monk, and they wouldn't be able to just take a hit so easily, but maybe the NPC is also a trained monk. And so when we get into these kind of pretend arguments, let's say, or situations, the decision-making part of the adventure, we need some way to be able to determine this without it being anybody's kind of up to anybody, including ourselves. So that's why we have rules. We are the master of the rules. We're not the masters of the story. The story is being told. The rules are there so I can say that this guy is a dice number 1 and this guy is dice number 2. And when they roll against each other, one of them is going to win over the other one, potentially. Obviously there's 2 hit systems and there's HP and there's resources and there's all sorts of bars. But when it comes down to it, what we're really doing is we're creating a world that has things that you can do in it. And the dice and the rules are there to make sure that the things that happen are consistent with both the reality, the physics, the actual mechanics of the way the world works, and the lore and expectations and all of the things that we have set up prior. So when you think of being a dungeon master, you're actually doing 3 jobs, and you can actually give these out to other people. We'll talk about that in a second, but that's what being a DM is as far as 5e is concerned.